make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Oklahoma State Cowboys, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Cowboys will put total leather to crank us up. From inside the 15, here comes the return. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. The Bulldogs offense will start this game off. And the old saying is that a tight end is a quarterback's best friend. And David, if that's the case, these two couldn't be chummier.
Yeah, I mean, they know exactly where they're at. They're on the same page. Both of them are superstars. And Jesse, when you've got a tight end, you can move around. You can feature in the slot. He can block. He can catch it. He can run after the catch. A quarterback that's already great, he knows to find that gap.
And that's incredible in this offense when you think about it, David, is a lot of their explosive plays in the passing game go to the tight end. This guy is athletic. He can stretch the field. He's a matchup problem. And there is no question in this game, the quarterback is going to be looking for his big fella early and often.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the right side. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. Line getting set on second down. Looking for a man. It's Reed. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. The Dogs are on the move. They'll leave it with him. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Pressure coming. He is run out of bounds right at the 10-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. Makes the catch. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. And the Bulldogs trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Offense changing the play. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Right down the boulevard. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Right on the money. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. Second down, he'll throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Pride. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. This crowd trying to make life for this offense. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Barney. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the 1st down. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? Offense gets set for 2nd down. He leaves it with his back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Fry. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Cowboys will hustle to the line.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground.
Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29. And the Cowboys have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Absolutely perfect. And that's going to tie it up. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Off play action on 1st down. Quick strike complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. After that tight 1st quarter, this 2nd period ought to be a lot of fun. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Might be calling a hot route. That's caught. It's Thompson. Still running at the 40. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. After ripping off a big chunk of yardage, you figure they're going to go right back after him. 1st and 10 from the 31. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Dogs will snap it on 1st and 10. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. With the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll step out of bounds at the 16 and leave his offense with a long field in front. Off the play fake on first down. Finds his man. It's Prime. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They're dealing with a second and long. They're working that left side. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Barney. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Handoff to the single running back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. And the offense is out on the field with a 1st and goal. Back to throw, it's Reed. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Dogs! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this.
Turning it on! He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for space, it's Hicks. Nice move there. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Got it in the middle, it's Prime. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. The Cowboys send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Grabbed behind the line, it's Pringle. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another 1st down here on 1st and 10. It's complete to the left. And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Dogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. To the air, it's Reed. Looking to scramble. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. Got his man out of the backfield.
When this offense wants to, boy, they can go fast. After the completion and first down, right back to the line of scrimmage for more tempo.
They just keep firing. Under fire. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Barney. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Cowboys will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Oh, they're after him. Took a shot as he threw. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Connection to the right. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. Gets the back moving. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got it on the run. I know you want to stretch the field horizontally, but working a little vertical in wouldn't hurt either.
No, it wouldn't. And you got to be able to work with some space. There's an entire field that we got to attack on offense right now. That was just way too much work for little gain.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. On third down, he drops to throw. Here comes the heat. Catch in the middle, it's Pride. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game.
Well, they knew coming into this game, touchdowns were going to be real hard to come by going up against this defense. So when you got opportunities to kick field goals, you've got to come away with 3 points. You're not going to get these chances very often.
Looking to throw, it's Reed. Right down the middle. Fires complete on the crosser. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Rushes on him. He is brought down and sacked. That is not the offense's ideal way to finish up the half, but we'll head to the locker room. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Dooley Field inside Sanford Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. Under fire. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The Cowboys will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to pass, it's Reed. Grabbed behind the line, it's Pringle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Extending the play. Finds a man on the right. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Gonna run it. It's Pringle. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success.
There he goes. Quick step and go. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Bringing the heat. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Big guy smells it. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. And they've inched closer and closer, and still 2 yards to go for the touchdown here on 3rd down. Gets it out quickly. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
Makes the catch. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. The short hands. It's Pride. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Trying to set up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. And the Cowboys come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The punt team makes its way onto the field. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. they'll get this drive started from the 29. To the air, it's Reed. Caught behind the line, it's Pringle.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Caught in the backfield, it's Pringle. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Pulls it in, it's Riley. Bounding over the top. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Quickly complete. Oh, he's got some space. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll move the tight end. A first down run on the doorstep. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. He's moving out of the pocket. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Get it out on the screen. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The offense trying to find a way on 4th and goal from the 2. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Buying some time. He wants it all. Touchdown Bulldogs! Fired in from the red zone for the score. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a make. And the rush will get to him at the 25. The Cowboys with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Handoff from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. It's complete to the right. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs. This offense has it with really good field position. Making side adjustments here. Look out, he's got room. Breaks into the open. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12. Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Looking downfield on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. And now on second down for this offense. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Wisely avoids the tackle with the slide.
Well, just nowhere to go there. It started in the pocket. It was collapsing. Quarterback felt it, so he tried to get outside, make something happen himself, but give the defense tons of credit. Excellent job in pursuit. They're able to give up no gain.
Caught over the middle. It's Fry. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. This offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass on second down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. On the ground trying to pull the plug on this clock. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
Tight end now in motion. He'll do it himself. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Reed. Finds the tight end. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. I know